Good evening, Lake Orion. Well, we got a very, very, maybe you notice it's a very different screen. I'm your host, and I am a Taormina. Yes, indeed. It's Between Taorminas here on ONTV. I'm your host, Anthony Taormina. I'm here with Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, how you doing?
It's been a sad day today.
Obviously, different screen, a little bit more, different screen, but obviously, I kind of like the screen.
It's a good screen. Very
Kind
good
of a good screen to demonstrate
Nice
some of the
screen.
topics we're talking about today.
Yes, it is.
We got to bring this up. Obviously, it's a very touchy subject to bring up, and that is the Michigan State sexual assault scandal. We find ourselves talking yet again
Can you
about another
describe
sexual assault.
Describe what just happened. What happened? 3 football players getting kicked off the team.
We have 4 in all honesty. 4
Four in all
football
honesty.
players have gotten kicked off the football team in 1 week, and
No,
Faith-
it wasn't been in 1 week. It's
Uh,
just basically been in about 2 months.
2 months. Yeah, sounds about right.
So-
Sam, you want to enlighten?
This was a very hard
This is
subject.
hard.
'Cause I've been a Spartan fan for 27 years. I'm still a Spartan fan
This
to
is
this
hard
day.
to talk about.
What happened was, a lot of people have probably heard about what happened. Michigan State's off-season troubles have continued. Today, we just found out 3 Spartan football players were charged with criminal sexual conduct. One of them has a worse charge. He's facing up to life in prison. 2 more are facing up to 15 years in prison.
Mhm.
And you look at what happened here in this case. It's pretty sickening. It's sickening to see.
Obviously, we're not going to go. We're
I'm
not going to go into
more
detail.
detail
but
what happened,
obviously,
but
just reading what we've
Just
read
reading it.
apart in the media, it's been really, really.
it's sickening
it's
because, and I've covered 2 of these players, on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you look at, I don't know if we should name them by name or anything, but
You don't have to if you
one of them
want to.
played at Detroit Cast Tech, the other one played at Detroit Martin Luther King. One of them, of course, played on a 2015 state championship team when he even caught the winning touchdown to beat Lowell in that state championship game.
Mhm.
So when you look at what happened in this situation, it's sad that he threw away his whole career.
mistake.
He made a mistake. He threw away
Big
his
mistake.
career.
I mean, they all made a mistake. I
Mhm.
mean, they all made a bad mistake, a bad lapse in judgment, bad decisions. I mean, and you notice that it's the class, the class of 2016 for Michigan State. 4 players,
4-star
facing-
recruits.
4-star recruits, all facing
They got expelled.
charges. They got kicked off the team.
Mhm.
And here's the reality.
Well,
they
Mark
were 4
D'Antonio
starters.
Mark D'Antonio recruited these players.
Yes.
One of them had a checkered past. The other 3, had clean
They had
records.
clean records.
They had clean records. I mean, you look at this perspective
Michigan
here.
State does go through a process where
Michigan State has a really good
they have a
student
really
conduct
good
code. Really good
student conduct code. They had a Title IX instructor see the entire team. This was right before.
This was right before the
it
incident.
happened.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't call it an incident.
this
but
was right
yeah.
before the
right before it happened.
Because when you look at it here, how can those 3 be so ignorant to basically, after you have a Title IX presentation for a week, week before this happens, and you do it? It's stupid. It's stupid.
I mean, we've seen this happen. Baylor. We've seen this happen with Michigan State.
This is different compared to
Penn State in a sense.
Well, this is much different compared to the Baylor scandal.
Why?
The Baylor scandal, of course, that had
Minnesota as well.
the Baylor scandal. You look at that scandal. I mean, it was everybody was involved in that. You had the university covering up investigations. The head coach knew it. His whole assistants coaches knew it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they cleaned house.
Mm-hmm.
The president, the athletic director, head coach, all fired. Here in this situation, when you look at it here, you look at Michigan State. You look at the president's still there. The athletic director's still there.
They all followed the compliance, in terms of the reporting situation.
Yes.
They
whereas
followed
in the Baylor situation, they did not handle it well. And you look at the Michigan State scandal, the Michigan State situation, they handled it. According to
in this case, Baylor kind of encouraged that, whereas at Michigan State, that's not acceptable.
Mark D'Antonio,
he has a lot of pride. He has a lot of
pride.
Coach.
He takes a lot of pride. He took responsibility for this. He took he did everything that was right in the book. That's what
he reported to the police, reported to the administrators.
Yep. Whereas at the Baylor case, they didn't do that.
So do you think this has become a serious culture issue where it is a privilege to be put on scholarship, to go to college, and to see situations like this occur? Do you think that these players felt they were above the rules to do things like that? Is that feeling of being empowered because you're a student athlete?
I don't know what happened that night. And I'll be honest. I won't go into that.
But my point is, do you feel
I think there is that entitlement.
That feeling of entitlement.
That feeling of entitlement that you're there, you're a student athlete, you're a star, you're on TV, you're there, you know what I mean?
You can get away with avoiding the rules.
Yeah, you can get away with it. I mean,
that mindset.
Yeah, you look at what happened at Baylor. You know what I mean? It felt like their football program was above the university. And you look at athletes nowadays, you look at, okay, we have a lot of social media that they think that, you look at articles like the D Zone or hyping up these players, or like D1 Freak.
We're not attacking them. We're not attacking them.
But I'm just saying is, be very careful. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you what, you're not entitled to anything. You got to go out there and earn it. And I think sometimes you look at some of these athletes that are using their celebrity status in colleges, to take advantage of the rules. They're using it. I mean, I think some athletes feel they're entitled, and that's not right.
All right, so we'll be right back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
Hey, it's ONTV here. Now, have you ever had the urge to create your own TV show, or you just wanted to see what goes behind the scenes of making a TV program? Well, ONTV has just the program for you. ONTV offers studio and field production classes that allow you to take control and create the programs the way you want them to be. We will introduce you to media literacy skills and the fundamentals of program production in order to acquire the basic training needs for ONTV equipment use. To get started, all you have to do is sign up for a free ONTV orientation, where you will learn all about ONTV and all the opportunities available to our volunteers, as well as meet the ONTV staff and take a tour of our facility. After that, you can register for one of our production courses. Both the studio and field production courses are only $10 for Lake Orion residents and $25 for non-residents. For more information about ONTV's production classes, feel free to call us at 248-393-1060 or go to orionontv.org and click Register Now to sign up for classes. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. I want to go positive now. I want to talk to you about the Tigers. They actually got their first sweep of the season.
Yeah, he swept Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Are they back or no?
No.
Why?
No, here's why. Because they're going to go on another losing streak. Last I checked, they were losing the Angels of Anaheim. The Angels, they just had Albert Pujols. Just smacked the 600th home run. When you look at this team here, this is a baseball team, I think, that's in so much disarray.
Kinsler's back.
Kinsler's back. They can't hit.
What?
I mean, Verlander.
They were hitting lights out against the White Sox.
Yeah, Chicago's not that good. And then you look at
Ian Weatherspoon would be dancing.
yeah, unless he's right now in New York, just singing New York, New York. But I'm telling you right now, this Detroit Tiger team, they are in so much trouble.
Why?
And here's why. Because you look at this baseball team, they are playing below expectations.
Well, I know that.
And that's the problem. When you're playing below expectations, bad things happen. And yeah, I know Cleveland's struggling. Yes, I know
Minnesota's winning the division.
Minnesota's winning the division. Whoever thought
Who
Minnesota
thought that?
would win is winning the division right now? Who in their right frame of mind would ever have thought the Minnesota Twins would be winning this division? Ian Weatherspoon would be thinking that?
Yeah, I would definitely agree that Ian would be thinking
Ian
that.
Weatherspoon be thinking about dancing with the Chicago White Sox?
Yeah.
Would he be? I think he's happy right now. The White Sox.
You know what? I agree with you that Ian Weatherspoon would be happy about this. Oh, speaking of Ian Weatherspoon, there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Why don't you let me speak for myself?
Why don't you watch your mouth?
Sorry, boys. Softball went long today.
Yeah, and your point is,
I'm late.
you're a loser.
Good point.
Because here's why.
Talking baseball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Cleveland Indians right now are struggling. And, of course, the Detroit Tigers are terrible.
I can't argue with
You
this.
can't
Ian.
help me?
No.
You can't help me?
No, because
I'm
you're
not
late.
here?
You're not
And you
here.
disagree with everything you
You're
said?
late.
You're
late.
late.
You don't even show up.
I'm
And
trying my best.
You don't show up because here's why. You're like the Detroit Tigers who don't show up. And of course, Justin Verlander just had an MRI.
Easy, boy.
And Daniel Norris is pitching terribly right now. He just gave up 3 earned runs, you nincompoop, because of you. You have no one to blame but yourself. They should have kept David Price, and you know it.
What?
Yes.
What?
What? I
kept
got to
him.
disagree about this one,
Thank
Sammy.
you. Thank you.
I'm not helping you in.
Were they going to re-sign David Price?
No, they had.
Were
a
they going to pay
chance.
$200 million over 7
You know, Bryce
years?
Harper wants $400 million.
Yeah. You going to give it to him?
I know you would give it to him.
I would not give it to him.
Why would you not give it to him?
I would give nobody $400 million.
Why would you not give him $400 million?
Nope. That's $500 million almost to commit to one player.
That's a good price for Bryce Harper.
What if in day 2 of the contract, you know,
Speaking of Bryce
injures
Harper, didn't he
himself.
get into a fight not too long ago?
Yep.
He got into a fight last. Let's talk about that briefly.
Their 3-game suspension hurt my fantasy teams.
What do you think?
I liked it.
Why?
You know, I don't really like when pitchers try to hit players, I guess.
They have
I
history,
like,
don't they?
I like hitters defending themselves a little bit. It's like, oh, you're going to try to end my career? You could do something to really damage me? Well, see how you like it, sucker. Right?
Are you accusing Bryce Harper of being a...
No, he's
I'm
defending Bryce
defending
Harper.
Bryce.
Oh.
Except that was a bad helmet throw. It was a pretty lazy punch. You know?
And now I'm Buster Posey and go out and defend this pitch.
That was interesting.
Buster Posey, I think, did the right thing.
Just staying out of it.
Just staying
Yeah,
out of it.
staying out of it. He don't want to get in trouble.
Bryce is kind of a wild animal,
Oh, yeah. There's
You
no
know.
doubt about that.
you know? And Posey, you know, he's been injured in the past. He's missed a year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Didn't want to risk it.
Right.
So what's your take on the Tigers? We were talking about them. They got us their first sweep of the season.
I like that they were able to take advantage of a pretty bad Sox team. You know, kind of give it to them. The Angels, I don't know why they continue to have trouble with them, but they've come back before. I think the last show we've done together, the Tigers played the Orioles that evening, right? And they were down 7-1.
And they lost.
They did lose.
Yeah,
They
you
did
know what
lose.
that means?
But they,
You know what that means, right, son?
Probably
You
should've
owe
brought
me
this up.
that. You owe me a taco. I'm
I should've
telling
brought this up.
you. You owe me a dinner.
All right, I'm going to go grab that for you. I'll be right back.
You owe me
Oh
dinner.
no, we're finished.
You owe me a taco dinner. You know what I mean?
What
And
was the bet? Was it just a taco?
It was just a taco.
I think it was just a taco, wasn't it?
We're going
Please?
right after the show.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We might go another time, but not tonight.
So
I don't know if I can handle that.
you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we'll see.
I give you an IOU for a taco.
I owe you. Nice. So
Where are we at? What segment are we in?
the second segment.
Okay.
So what you think about the Twinkies leading the AL Central?
That'll fade.
You think so?
Nah, I could continue.
That'll fade.
It'll continue.
Yeah.
Who will take
It'll
the lead?
continue.
Indians are gonna
Cleveland!
take the lead.
Cleveland will
You
take
both
the lead.
agree Cleveland's gonna take the
Cleveland's
lead.
gonna take the
For a
lead,
minute.
and the
For a
Tigers
minute.
ain't make the playoffs. Tigers right now, in my opinion, third best team in the AL Central. They ain't gonna make playoffs.
You think the Tigers are third best in the AL Central?
Oh,
Oh yeah, the White Sox are struggling. The Royals are just awful.
Yeah, how about your B Royals?
you watch your mouth.
How
They
about
can
your
make a
B
run.
I
They'll
didn't.
make a
I didn't
run.
ever think their bullpen would be worse than ours.
Well, their bullpen's god awful.
It's got some, pluses.
It's awful.
Some good
Admit it!
pluses.
Admit it!
Admittedly, and
It
the
sure
Tigers
doesn't look
bullpen's
good, but they've
awful.
been putting it together a little more. Wilson, the back end.
They're gonna fade. You know it. I know it. The whole world knows it because deep down, you know the Detroit Tigers are in so much trouble because
You
they
don't-
can't beat the Angels. They can't even beat the Angels.
You don't think these veterans have some pride? You don't think
They're gonna
Kinsler?
get traded.
You don't think Kinsler wants to stay here? He said he wants to retire a Tiger.
They're gonna get traded.
So it's up to the players, right?
They're gonna get.
They have
traded.
to win games.
They're gonna get traded.
I think they have some pride.
And if
that
I
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
get
fight
traded. They're gonna
and
get
claw.
Oscar's gonna get fired, and of course, you know it's gonna be a fire sale.
Any final
You
thoughts,
watch.
gentlemen?
Final thoughts. I'm scared, but I'm hopeful. And I'm
Be
going to trust
scared.
these
Be
players
scared.
have some pride.
Trust
We'll
these
be right
players.
back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV. Hello, Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina talking OA Now. In it, we'll talk various stories from ranging from the state to Oakland County teams affecting the OAA. Catch us here on OA Now. Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. We got our full cast here, gentlemen.
Woo-wee.
Let's talk about the NHL playoffs.
Ooh. You gotta love Keith Urban's I Like It, I Love It.
It's Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
Sorry.
Grow
Keith
up.
Urban's not bad.
He's all right.
Hey, Carrie Underwood's been very happy.
Who's her husband?
Mike Fisher.
I thought Fisher was Hillary Duff's old person.
No.
Who was Hillary Duff married to?
I don't know.
One of those predators. Maybe he's not. I don't
But I'm
remember.
telling you,
Weber.
it's a
no?
2-2 series
Shea.
right now.
Yeah.
That's
the three.
Yeah. Pittsburgh's got the home ice.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a feeling Nashville's winning this in 6.
They
Nashville's been hot.
when you look at the first two games, the score was lopsided, but I didn't think the play was lopsided.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think Nashville's been the better team.
It looks like it.
Yeah, game 1, Nashville, I thought Cleveland was the better team.
What'd they lose? Was it 4-1?
No, they lost.
Was it closer than that?
It was
It
close
was
than
closer
that.
than
Maybe
that.
the second one was 4-1.
It was 3-0. I know. Then Nashville tied it up, and then Pittsburgh scored a lucky goal to make it 4-3. Lost 6-3. So you look at Nashville's been the better team here, and I really like how they've been playing. Pecorine, his first 2 games he looked very vulnerable. Then the 2 games in Nashville, he started to look like himself again.
Become Pecorine.
If he becomes Pecorine of old in Game 5, Pittsburgh's in a lot of trouble.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh's in a lot of trouble because, if good goaltending
Did
always
you
is
see
important
that
in
crowd
playoffs.
in Nashville? It
Oh, yeah.
is just unbelievable. You would never have thought Nashville would be a hockey town.
When you put a good product on the ice or on the field or on the court,
I think
Few years
CK
back,
Subban.
you know-
I think CK Subban.
Oh,
had a
he's-
lot
A
to
few
do.
years
Oh, yeah,
back,
absolutely.
Nashville was a team that was nearly in dire straits. Jim Basal almost bought that team. Thankfully, he did not. And ever since, and look what Nashville's done.
Yep.
They put a competitive product on the field. They basically, I think the big trade was PK Subban for Shea Weber.
That was bold,
That was bold.
but good.
Very
It's
good
great.
trade. I think it helped both sides.
Well, I mean, Montreal.
More of Nashville than Montreal.
What was the deal? Why wasn't he liked in Montreal?
I don't
No,
know.
they loved him in
They loved him in
fans
Montreal.
loved him in
Fans,
Montreal.
but what was
It was
his
Mark
clash with,
Bergevin. He had a clash with Mark Bergevin, who was their general manager over there. So,
Good community guy,
Yeah, I know he wears good fedoras. He looks good.
Well,
Subban, I liked his fedora.
PK
He's no
Subban-
me in terms of
PK
fedora.
Subban's a very good player. I
He's
mean,
no
there's
me
no
in
doubt about it. He's one of the best defensemen in the NHL.
mm-hmm.
Trade for Shea Weber, their captain. I don't know why Mark Bergevin did that trade, but
I got a trade for that Nashville made.
what?
Remember this one a couple years ago? Legwan for Yarncroc,
Yeah, I remember
Red
that
Wings, Nashville.
one. Yeah, I remember that one.
That
Yeah.
helped Nashville big
How'd that
time.
pan out?
That helped Nashville big
Did not
time and it
pan
hurt
out
the
for
Wings.
Detroit.
Wings got swept, I believe,
Yep,
by the Lightning.
yep.
Legwan
Mhm.
left. He was old anyways. Good riddance. And Yarncroc went ahead and scored a goal in Game 3 for the Preds.
That
Oh, what's
hurts
your
Detroit.
take about this expansion draft for the Las Vegas Golden Knights?
I'm excited for it.
Well,
Well,
it-
I hope
it's-
they take one of the Wings contracts somehow.
they could take. I think they could take one of the Stars' goalies, in my opinion.
I would love for them to take
an
Jimmy
Avs
Howard.
player.
I would love for them to take Antiniemi. Hey, I already got a goalie, Ben Bishop. So,
Yeah. You don't like Niemi as a backup?
well, let's see.
They could take somebody
They got
from
3
Colorado.
goalies in there. One of them, one's
Who's
got to
the other?
go.
Who's the third?
You got Kari Lehtinen, Antiniemi, and Ben Bishop.
So who do you
One's got to
prefer
go.
between Kari and
Kari, I
Ante?
prefer stay.
Yeah,
Antti needs to go,
really?
and I think I
Yeah.
think Las Vegas. I think Vegas should take.
They're not
Antoni.
going to touch it.
But what about Detroit? Let's see. Do you think Detroit could take a Jimmy Howard?
I would be happy with that.
I know you would be happy with that.
I know who they need to take from Detroit. Dylan Larkin.
They might protect
They
him.
might protect him.
I know who they
You
need
both
to take.
agree on something?
I know who they need to take.
Who?
Jonathan Erickson. Please.
You think Jonathan Erickson should go?
Yes.
I think Antiniemi should go. I think if we want to
You're
look,
talking wings, you're talking stars. So we're
Sounds
on
about right.
totally polar planets here.
but I think, for Las Vegas, they're ready to take on bad contracts. And yeah, you're right. Jimmy Howard's got a bad contract.
Well, who's their coach?
Claude Julien.
No, it's someone else. Former
No.
Wings assistant.
No, it's Claude. No, I know it's Claude Julien.
I can't remember. No, it's not.
Oh no,
Vegas?
Who
No.
coached at Florida? Who coached at Florida?
I can't remember who it is.
Goodness.
Anyways,
Yeah, that was one.
what do you guys think about the Las Vegas market as a market for a hockey team?
Interesting hockey market.
Complete
Jeff
desert.
going to be proud.
Oh, he's very happy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I
He's
know
gonna
Jeff
be really
Bernat's
proud.
going to
Yeah.
be really happy.
We get to see him next month.
Is he coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Think about this though. Hockey. I mean, where
Hockey
else in
in
the
Vegas.
desert? I guess Arizona.
Arizona.
But
Greg Doyle likes that.
those two are
No,
the
they do
same,
look
I
very
guess.
like.
How are the Coyotes doing? Not good.
Not good.
They don't draw well
No.
unless it's a good East team.
But the Kings and the Sharks and they're drawing well.
They're a little bit
California.
different.
They're a
They're a little
little
bit
bit different,
different. This is like the desert. The desert. These people have never seen ice, let alone snow. You know?
They're in 100 degrees.
They're in 100-degree weather.
Mhm.
People think about it in Dallas. You know what I mean?
You think Dallas is hot? Look at Vegas.
Oh yeah. And I think that city can definitely support some teams.
They could.
Hockey's one of them. I mean,
They're
look at
bringing
Nashville.
football.
They're in football.
Yeah, that'll be
Las
what,
Vegas.
19?
Yeah, Raiders.
2019?
Yeah,
Raiders.
2019, the Raiders.
You know, that's a real dirty deal.
Yes,
I
it
know.
is.
That's sad for Oakland.
I know.
Oakland just keeps getting.
And
They could lose
slapped
the Warriors, too.
They could lose the Warriors.
Aren't they moving to San Fran?
Yeah, they're moving to San Fran.
And that Coliseum's a dump.
Yeah, and then, of course,
Poor Oakland.
I know.
At least we're not Oakland.
Oakland, California.
Sports-wise.
Oakland,
Sports-wise.
California.
Oakland, California, not Oakland, Michigan.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be in Oakland, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Gerard
Thank
Gerard
you.
Gallant, thank you, whoever said that.
Gerard Gallant. The
Gerard
Lord.
Gallant,
The
thank
Lord
you,
said
Lord.
Father John.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
who do you guys got in this best of 3 in the finals? Going back to the
Nashville
finals?
6.
What do you got, Ian?
You think Pittsburgh doesn't win one more?
No.
What do you think, Ian?
I think Nashville's going to do what they got to do in 6. I still think Pittsburgh in 7. But Pittsburgh already played a game 7. Nashville's kind of cruised. They got fresher legs. You might be right. They might just ride the sucker and win it at home in game 6.
Yeah. Nashville in 6.
I would like that.
You know what? I'll agree with both of you. We'll go Nashville in 6.
Yeah.
I can't believe we all agree on something.
That's got to be a
They'll be
first.
singing glorious domination in Nashville.
Now, that's good for hockey, huh?
It is.
I think
very
it
good.
is because then it unleashes a kind of like a new era. You know, Pittsburgh's kind of like a little bit of old school. People are just sick of seeing Sidney Crosby win the Stanley Cup again, except if you're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But still, I think that it'd be a new. It's a new
Nashville-
era. Nashville brings a lot of parity, especially.
And that's the thing. You got to complete on both ends with the NBA and the NHL. An 8th seed could win the cup against the defending champions.
Right.
Parity 1 through 8 is
Right.
pretty similar in the NHL.
Right.
NBA
All
is
NBA
predictable.
season, we knew it'd be Cleveland Golden
Golden
State.
State.
And aside from one game, I mean, those two teams just plowed through the playoffs.
Yeah.
What do you like better? Do you like seeing
Probably
the great
NHL.
teams?
NHL's much better.
I think the NBA is a little bit stale right now. And then you got the super team in Golden State. It's
And you don't
ridiculous.
like seeing that?
No.
I'm not a fan of super
I
teams.
hate
No.
super teams.
But what about the fact that Golden State drafted most of those players?
Yeah, they drafted them. Yes,
and
I'm
then
not
they
mad
just
about
they took the finishing touch. They put KD on top.
Kevin Durant.
I mean, they did it the right way.
Well, I'm
It's
not
it's a
complaining about
bummer
that.
not seeing competitive basketball.
Right, and
No.
I think you see that team being put together, sacrificing competitive. You need to see more competitive balance, but the NBA doesn't care about competitive balance.
But that says to the other NBA teams, hey, step up your drafting. You know,
Yeah.
step it up. Do you think this Golden State Warriors team, I know the team last year won more games in the regular season. They kind of burned themselves out doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think this team is quite possibly the best NBA team ever?
No.
No?
No.
Top 5?
No.
What? You're insane.
95, 96 Bulls.
I'm
Best
going
team
with
ever.
the 2000-2001 Lakers.
That's a good team.
That's a good team. Yeah.
There's some good Boston teams,
Yes,
obviously.
some really good Boston teams, some good Lakers teams.
in
The
the
Showtime.
A's. Yeah.
The
Even
Piston
the
Bad Boys.
Piston Bad Boys, I think,
You
were
know,
better.
and I think the team.
This might be the best team.
No.
Think about it.
I'd say
I
Piston
You
thought
got
about it.
4 superstars
I thought about
that can
this.
play both ways.
No.
No.
Think about the Splash Brothers.
No.
And think
No.
about KD.
Any final
A
thoughts?
They won't have an
7-foot
answer for
scorer.
Shaq. They won't have an answer for Shaq.
Are you kidding me?
All right, guys, we got to
Sometimes
close this.
KD
All
plays
right,
center.
guys,
He
we're
does
gonna head
not
on out.
play
All right,
center.
see you
See
guys.
Shaq?
Bye.
Yes, he does.
Shaq's a better
Bye.
center than
Well, a better